is good to see. And we're all ready for another exciting adventure of Destined, which is a superhero RPG made by the Design Mechanism. So you can actually play Destin with the Mithras Imperative rule set, which is absolutely free. And yeah, it actually has some basic powers in there that you can start to play the system with. So if you are interested, just search for that. And of course, the long-awaited classic fantasy Unearthed Companion. I always want to say Unearthed Arcana, which is a
Mm.
a D&D
D&D
version.
book.
Yeah. Unearthed Companion that does the next X amount of levels. That's on sale now. It's $58 for the hardback book version. There's 344 pages in it, I think, or $19.99 for the PDF. And if you buy the hardback, you get a free PDF. I should think so. That's all I can say. But it's been long awaited in the classic fantasy community. So it's currently in the top 3 of RPG book sales, which I noticed it in the in the Discord community that we were looking at the other day. Yeah. So, and just to remind the players that Mike Lorimore, who is one of the co-creators of Destin, has his own game called Scale Mail. And he has offered, if we can get together at the right time in the new year, to come along and GM that for us as well. So it's
okay. A stale mail isn't like just some bad looking male armor, or like is this a dude who's just kind of boring and white, or is it like
Scale
a
mail, was
male?
it?
Scale
Like
mail.
Scale
someone
mail's a
mailed a
type of
bread or
armor.
something.
Just
Is it the armor or is it the joke? I wonder.
It's armor, and I don't. Yeah,
Much more sense though. In
it's
context.
it's a really like what they try to do is Mike's tried to create a system that is really easy to play. It has a feel of Mithras to it, but it's simpler to play, i.e. character generation takes virtually no time at all, if that makes sense, you know, and you can just get on with the narrative, which is what
I hope I didn't miss all this. It's not really really slow email, is it? Like postal.
Oh no, it's not. I have played.
So it's not snail mail.
Yeah, yeah.
Not snail mail. Got it.
No, it's not. I have played one of those games. That you
great fun. Play by mail. Great fun.
Well, this one was on a website, but I wasn't committed to it that much. So I would say something on Monday, then forget about it for 2 weeks or something like that.
You actually ran one when you were at college. I can remember.
Oh yes, university.
Writing to you. Yeah, sorry, university.
University. Yeah, I didn't go to college.
I don't know the difference.
College is the equivalent of, in the UK, is sixth form. Sixth form. Yeah. You know, the last 2 years of sixth form. So when you're 17 and 18, and then you go to university when you're 18.
Well, university is like Iron Apple.
Is it like what? Oh yeah. It's a very social
Wouldn't
place.
It depend on what sort of like qualification you get at the end of it, though?
Yeah, all my kids go to uni, so no.
Because I went to a sixth form college, but then I went to an agriculture and horticultural college.
Yeah, so when you go to agriculture, unless the college is supported by a university, no college can hand out degrees.
Yeah.
They always have to be affiliated to a university to do that. So it's
so you won't be able to go and do a master's after that, after qualifying at your college.
Well,
you have to go to university first.
Well, yeah. Well, you need a degree before you could do a master's.
Yeah,
technically,
right.
I mean, you don't have to
do a master's soon, hopefully.
Yeah. So, but I just didn't do a master's at all. So this
Oh, shush.
went straight over the top of
I
that.
think Jasmine's going to be going to York St. John's, is it?
Oh, that's a really good university, I've heard.
Yeah.
Very
Do a
good,
masters.
very good university.
That's the one on the mount, isn't it? The mount? The one that goes down by the wall on the right hand side before you get to.
No,
Is
it's opposite Arclight.
How's Arclight?
The you don't know what you must remember the Arclight Centre.
No.
It's a
It's
place
where
for
all the
homeless and-
druggies and the
Oh, I've been there.
outs.
yeah, yeah.
It's cold.
So right, let's get on
Sorry.
because
So it's not at the bottom of Gillygate on the right hand side, St. John's.
it is, yeah.
It is.
It is,
but
yeah, that's
but
what I
that's
meant,
not
yeah.
where the mount is.
The mount is
No, the mount's under the race course, isn't it? Sorry.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
being stupid. Ignore that.
And people who are not from the city don't call it Gillygate. They call
Gillygate.
it Gillygate.
Yeah, Gillygate, and they don't call it Bootham, they call it Bootham.
Yeah,
Bootham.
Bootham.
Yeah.
Or Canesi Baru from Knaresborough.
Canesa
Yeah. I had some Americans, I remember when I was in New York, there's a couple of Americans. Where's that little old church of yours? You mean the Minster, the big
The
wop-off
Minster,
building?
the cathedral. Right, okay, let's get on with the session tonight because our American friends are just looking totally bamboozled over the pond.
Yeah, I don't know French, guys. I don't know. what you
It
guys are
sounded
saying.
like a different language.
Yeah, it's oldie Englishy. That's what it is. So so the party hot on the trail of Dr. V, who seems to be some kind of genius scientist who has managed to infect the whole of the Metro City law enforcement police station. So before I give you a quick rundown, tell you what's going to happen, I'm going to allow players an opportunity to say who they are and who they are playing tonight. And we are going to the fastest, to the meanest, the almost unbelievably lucky hero. Let's hear from Mr. Pickles.
Yes, I'm Mr. Pickles. I guess I'm the meanest. in
And
this
my
group.
intro's been done.
Well, I mean that's a lot of what my character Rabbit does. She's super fast. She has super fast reactions. She's always moving about, talking as quick as possible, despite my brain not going that fast. She also has regeneration and luck, so she's very hard to injure. And I see her in this group as the crowd control character, the one who's swinging and at least distracting enemies while some of the heavier hitters come in. And with that, I think I'll pass it over to Captain Kangaroo.
Hi everyone, Captain Kangaroo. I look a little different today. I forgot my wig, so just kind of done all natural.
He had a job
I
interview.
know.
Yeah.
So I really had to, I feel like
Please.
honestly now I feel closer and connected to the group now. I feel like I'm more in common now as a whole.
Please tell me you got Princess
no,
Leia.
wait,
Have you
there
got
it is. Sorry, actually, I forgot. I left it on.
Oh, I was hoping for Princess Leia buns on either side.
That would be so cool. I'd be like, oh my god, a ginger Princess Leia.
Oh, that come from. Tonight I'm playing Banner. He's the heavy hitter of the group, as Rabbit said. He's more of a smasher than a dasher. But he's also super fortuitous in his beliefs, I think is a good way to say it. Even though his beliefs are probably ridiculous and extremely misguided and borderline racist. But he kicks ass, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to pass the mic to our good pal, Chugga.
Hi guys, I'm Chugwugger, and the hero that I'm playing has taken the name of Astro. You can probably tell by their token that they're not human. They're actually from another world, and they have the distinctive appearance of looking like an alien. As far as powers go, they have the power of telepathy, which is their main form of communication. They don't actually possess any vocal cords, so there's no speaking out loud. Everything's done telepathically. They also have the ability of precognition, so they get little flashes of things that are going to happen slightly before they actually do. And they can use those visions to help make dice rolls harder or easier, harder for their opponent or easier for them. And they also have the ability to pass on that that ability to lower the dice rolls through something called shared fate. Other powers that they have the a power of psychometry, which allows them to gain information about an object by touching or holding it. And they can go back in time, anything up to a few days with that. They can mind control as well. And finally, they have the ability to create portals from one area to another. But that's limited to sort of like a range of about 16 kilometers. So that's my character Astro, and I will pass on to a Medivac.
Thanks, Jingle. I'm my second course then, so I'm just doing a prawn
What
cracker.
second course? What you having?
Prawn crackers
Nice.
and a sweet and sour chicken. Very nice. Hello, everybody. I'm Medivac, and I play Sophia Sampson, aka Misty. She is our group's, I'm not going to say leader because that's the wrong word, figurehead. They don't worship her. No, they don't.
Chieftain.
Chieftain. She is the group's sort of cash cow. She has lots of money. She's a lawyer by day and a superhero by night. Sometimes by the day as well, she flies around. She has the ability to fly. She controls moisture. She's able to pull and condense moisture from the air or blast it out of the hands in a funnel that really, really hurts. She also has a few contacts in law enforcement, such as Terence Jones, TJ, who's a police forensic scientist who she
Wow.
calls on randomly.
Did you have that
to,
written down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who she calls on randomly to ask for his help. She wears a lovely polyweave armor suit, which adapts to her as she goes. And with that, I shall. Oh, she can also create elementals.
Yeah. We haven't
Water
seen for a
elementals, to be
while.
precise. It's only one size though she can do. She's limited to one size and one set of stats, but when it hits with style.
Certainly
And with
does.
that, I shall pass on to our most amazing GM, Captain
Me.
Kangaroo. No,
Yeah.
it was.
Now, just before we go any further, can you hear these?
You're weird.
No.
No, you are.
I got that one.
Yeah.
I've never heard those weirds in my life.
I just think it sounds like Banner.
Back off.
Not Banner,
Robot
maybe
Banner.
what's the fantasy guy? What's my half orc's name? Rendax, whatever. You
You're-
know.
You what? You're what? Sorry.
My Rendax, my half orc.
From the
Oh,
classic
sounds like
fantasy
maybe-
Oh
campaign.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
What's he called?
I
Rendax,
think
I thought.
it was something Rendax.
I
Yeah.
can remember that name.
can't
Once I, yeah, I don't know.
I can't
We'll find
remember.
out soon.
And I was hoping he was dead. But anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so let's bring things up to speed. So basically the players know that somebody called Dr. V, who used to, I think you know where he used to work now, don't you?
Yeah. We do.
Which is
Eternal Enterprises.
Eternal Enterprises. He used to be in the research and development, but something happened, an explosion in the lab that turned his skin green. And he is a genius, a complete genius, but quite maniacal and a bit of a psychopath. And he took it on himself to try to um, incapacitate the whole of Metro City's police force by putting some kind of drug in their coffee. So the heroes were pulled in by Shirley Springer, who's the head of chief of police, and they have been taking calls from their dispatcher, Ollie Olson, and going out and sort of like dealing with accidents and riotous behavior, and at the same time following the clues about the actual coffee incident. They have managed to tie a whole load of pieces together, and before this scene, the team were on a bridge dealing with an armored truck that had been stopped by the police. And Astro touched the money and saw it going right way back to see who was actually handling the money, which gave them an important lead. The other person who is on the sheet, on the front shot, is this guy who is known as Sure Shot. The players have not actually seen him, but he seems to have a sniper rifle and has killed one person already and is a crack shot. And the players are currently worried where he is and what they might be doing. Anyway, we ended the scenario last week with Shirley Springer telling the team that their comms and communication for the containment area had gone silent. So the containment area was a warehouse that all the perps were being taken to while the police station was out of action. It's down at the waterfront between main Metro City and the slums on the other side. And Shirley Springer finished her saying by, "It appears that Metro City needs your help once again." And that's where we finished it last week. Now, before we start, just some recap. I've made the scale on the maps to be 1 square equals 1 meter rather than 1.5. This really helps with your quick movement because your quick movement is 1/3 of your movement. So it was always 2, but the squares didn't match that. But I mentioned it to everybody and I don't think anybody objected. So I've just done it. So that's absolutely fine. I quickly want to give you the lowdown about the containment area. And just to let you know, what's going to happen is because the containment area has various levels of defense, wired fences that have been put up, some electrified, some not, to ensure to keep everybody in the right place. And Shirley Springer has got the police helicopter standing by to fly you directly to the warehouse containment. This will take you over all the checkpoints and it will land in the inner courtyard where the warehouse is. So she tells you that there's actually 5 layers of defense. Okay, this is portable barbed wire that has been just stretched round, sort of like heavy like poles with solid concrete on the bottom, round in a square, and the warehouse is in the middle. In each in each fence, there's a guard post consisting of 2 guards and a gate. There's no towers or anything like that. And then what actually happens is that the trucks drive through the 5 gates and to the containment warehouse. The warehouse is empty of anything. It's not meant to be exciting or comfortable. It is just an empty shell. And it has one main door, which has been reinforced and is locked from the outside and is also barred. Okay, so it's actually blocked. The doors open outwards, and there's a heavy bar across it, a metallic bar. The building itself is just made out of normal bricks and concrete, and that's it. But if you remember, Shirley Springer, chief of police, mentioned that the security cameras feed, which is just in the center square. Okay, so that's in the most innermost layer. That has gone dead, and they cannot raise any communication from anybody on site at all. The helicopter is just a normal police helicopter, but she does insist that it will not have its sirens or spotlights going on or anything like that. It is completely at the disposal of the team. So it actually has a driver. No, they're not called drivers, aren't they? Pilot and a co-pilot, and then room for 4 individuals in the back. It's quite snug in there with Banner as well, but it's absolutely fine. There are seat belts. And just like a normal helicopter, it has 2 sliding doors on either side. It's not military grade or anything like that. It's just a normal, everyday civilian helicopter. But Springer decides that it would be much better to drop you into the middle to see what's going on, rather than getting caught behind fences and possible guard posts that we don't know what is actually there. The helicopter lands, and she's walking you to the helicopter. So if there's anything you would like to ask to her now, now is the time. She's accompanied by her aide, who is a rather prim and proper younger lady with circular glasses, hair in the bun, carrying some kind of iPad, is walking in heels with a pencil-lined skirt, and it's all like going really quickly to keep up with the team. Now is your opportunity to ask Shirley Springer anything that you want to ask her, preferably not about money, Banner.
So Shirley, what happened to the guards? Do we know?
She says, no idea. We haven't had any communication with any of them. We've tried all frequency, and nothing has been incoming at all.
And you had no other contingency for this sort of thing to happen?
We thought with security cameras, 4 layers of fence, and 2 guards at every guard post, and 4 in the inner circle, the inner segment of it, we thought that would be enough. But obviously, somebody
Really
has got the other upper hand of us.
Maybe they had too many coffees. No, sorry.
She just looks at
Too
you.
soon.
She heard the other comment as well, by the way. She
Oh.
just looks at you.
Okay.
Astro will telepathically say to Misty, perhaps a list of who was being held there, and anybody who we should take a special notice of might be useful.
That's a good idea. I think you should ask her.
Ha ha.
I'll pass that message on and hopefully get any information off her.
Yeah. I've been watching the Prime Video Cruel Intentions episode, which I was very shocked about it from beginning to end. Anyway, Catherine's assistant is called Cece, and I want to call this aide Cece, and so like base it on her. So Shirley Springer turns to Cece and says, "Get that information and communicate it straight to the computer port in the helicopter." And she goes, yes, Miss Springer. And she sort of like starts tapping away. The helicopter is there. It's landed. The rotor blades are still going. So it's one of these that you need to, duck down a bit.
Can you also get the photos of any guards you have there so we don't accidentally make them go away?
Yeah, she says, we can send them their records, but they're likely to be in their uniforms.
I hope
That's
it's the
how we'll
doctor.
tell.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
I really hope it's the doctor because I'll put anything to put my hands on that V.
And
I'm gonna pound that V to smithereens.
Shirley Springer looks at you, Misty, and says, and if you're ever confused, the uniform looks like that. And she points to one of the police law enforcers, just who are sort of like standing.
I'm well aware what the uniform looks like, but it wouldn't take anybody with a small amount of intelligence to change uniforms as a way to
Yes.
escape.
That your helicopter is awaiting. Anything else you need?
Is there anything else we need? Like maybe some key cards or anything to fix the system?
Can we have
Anything that
some
might give us
food?
access?
Can we have some quick
Can
food
you have some
for Rabbit here?
tacos?
Tacos for Rabbit.
Oh yeah, I could go for some tacos too, but once we're there, I think if there's any key cards we need or any passwords, that would be really helpful so that we can get around.
Yeah,
Indeed.
she sort of like, she just says, all any guards on site will have key cards. We don't have any copies here. If you need to use force at any point, then feel free. It's a warehouse.
I'm sure they'll help us out. That's good to know that they'll have the cards. We can rely on them.
And let's just face it, the place is full of perps.
Yeah.
You mean people held?
Well, unless we're actually getting some tacos right now, I think I'm ready to go on this helicopter and go. Fly
Okay.
as fast as we can.
Okay, so you get in and there's those normal headphone sets that you can put in to talk to the pilot, and the co-pilot if you wish to wear them. I just need to know there's 2 seats, 2 with the back towards the pilot and co-pilot, and 2 with the back towards the
I
rotor.
never ever fly backwards.
I
Okay.
can't fly backwards. I get
No.
sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
then.
bird.
Rabbit likes the feeling of flying backwards.
Yes.
Honestly,
So
I can't fly unless.
Honor
I'll
is
sit behind the
backwards.
pilot, just so if
That's the
somebody.
safest place.
No,
to
I'm
be,
more concerned about
statistically.
Banner and his ability to close doors nicely, and so I'm just gonna keep you on the co-pilot side, and I'll hang out with the pilot.
okay, right. I've just put you onto the map. You can see all the map. That's not an issue. I know you can't see it yet, but you should be able to see it now. And
Yes.
there's a little arrangement there. I'll tell you more about it as you get closer. So it takes about half an hour, which to get to the location, which takes us to 16:30, 4:30 in the afternoon. Yes, I do have a bit of paper with it all written
Nice.
down.
Whilst we're making the,
hang on. So it would mean that you will all get 1 PowerPoint back as well on the journey. Yes, Astro.
Whilst we're in the helicopter, Astro still has the telepathic link with Misty, and they're going to say, should we be concerned about Banner's new friends?
Oh, I do think we should be, but that's a concern for another time.
There seems to be.
I know there's been a cross contamination in cases at the moment with Banner's friends and Dr. V, but I'd like to think that Dr. V is more of a splinter of that company.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something like is more of a splinter than a thorn or something like that. But
well, just for you, I can. I do believe that Dr. V is more the splinter than a thorn.
Right, so let's make sure in the notes for what happened, you said splinter within the okay. Making sure
Got it.
whoever's writing the notes.
Do you think that
transcripts.
there may be a possibility that they are keeping tabs on us through the telephone?
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm more concerned about the sniper as well with his drone watching what we do. So that's something else to
I've been
think
known to
about.
be a crack shot myself. As in,
Who are you
if
talking
have
to,
crack-
Banner?
I don't know.
We've been silently writing and having a nice, quiet time. I was looking out the side window.
Do you know what it is? Banner has this telepathic thing now.
Ballard's going to get telepathy just with his new experience, right?
Get out of my mind.
You're flying over, and the pilot says to you, he says, "We'll be approaching shortly. What would you like us to do?" We have a spotlight. If you would like us to circle the area and shine it down, or
what time is it? Sorry,
it's 4:30
in the afternoon.
Yes, 16:50, 16:30. Yeah.
Is it what time of the year? Is it like autumn? Is it like spring, summer? We should know if there's daylight or not.
It's autumn. I mean, it's getting sort of like dusky at the moment. But I think the pilot was more concerned about picking out details rather than anything else. You can see it
The problem with that
approaching.
is, the problem with that is we're giving our position away.
Oh,
I'd rather just hot drop onto the roof.
yeah. Smart.
Yeah, and he's at your disposal. He says that he doesn't think the roof would actually hold the helicopter, but he's willing to give it a go. He can just hover near the top
Yep,
and not actually touch down. An
That's
immediate
fine. That's perfect.
dust off on his command. You know, I saw on Reels a picture of what Vasquez from Aliens looked like now.
No,
No, seriously.
I wouldn't look at it. That would spoil it.
It was, honestly, I was just shocked. I mean,
Is she a housewife?
What is she, like 70 now?
yeah, and she has long blonde curly hair. You know, I was going to tell you, have you ever been mistaken for a man? But I thought, no, I won't.
No,
Yes.
Before we jump out the helicopter, can I use a luck point to get some power points back, please?
Yes, you can, by all means. Is it 1d4 plus 1?
Yeah.
Five luck points. Oh, not five
Nicely
luck
done.
points. 5 power points back. Plus, remember, you've all got 1 as well. So as you approach, can you all please make for me a perception check? I just want to see if anybody picks up anything. Oh, who got the critical?
Looks like someone's paying attention.
Yeah, well, Misty, you're definitely paying attention. Everybody else is looking at books and things like that. And Astro sees it as well. So as you come across, you notice the following things, Misty and Astro, and I'm presuming that you're going to share it with the party as you're
Indeed.
going. What's Rabbit doing? Writing a book, did you say?
Really
Looking
fast.
out the side window.
Oh, looking out the side window.
I'm like looking at the clouds in the sky.
And the sky, yeah, and thinking about rabbits running. Is it a kind of shadow? That's from Watership Down.
Well, Rabbit hasn't seen that movie, but she's thinking it anyways.
It's
so
a fantastic movie.
So as you fly around, there's various things that you notice, Astro and Misty. First thing that you notice is that the gates, all 5 gates, are closed. Okay, they don't look like they're open at all. The other thing that you notice is that the 2 guards at each gatehouse seem to be lying on the floor. Just lying on you. From this distance, you can't tell what's happening at all. And as you get closer and closer to the inner sanctum, you can probably, if you zoom out, you can see that there's 4 guards in the middle sanctum as well. They are all flat out on the floor.
Workers this year. These years, all taking naps during their shift is terrible. Where's their work ethic?
And at that point, just as you're firing in, you hear an almighty bang from the helicopter's rotor up at the top. At this point, the whole helicopter starts to pitch to one side, and you notice the pilot has got hold of the joystick. You're still very high up. You're not to the warehouse yet, and he's trying desperately to keep control of it. The co-pilot is looking really worried, and you notice that all the screens and dials go, and there's one that's saying engine malfunction. There's another one you can see the oil pressure. Yeah, no, he's actually keeping it, but you're pitching backwards and forwards from one side. Hang on.
Sorry.
I haven't finished yet.
Woo.
Okay, so I'm rolling a D100. Okay, so how vehicle combat works in Destined is that vehicles have hull, which is the actual armor, and then it has structure. Once the structure is gone, the vehicle is destroyed. Whenever damage is done to a vehicle, however much damage is done is used as a percentage to see whether or not there's any system failure. Okay, obviously, all vehicles have a total number of system hits that they can take before before it just packs up. So this helicopter has 2 system hits. Okay, it has a hull of 3 and a structure of 22. So you can figure out how much of the structure is left. You could see shot sniper rifle shot, can't you?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's actually, let me just check. That got through to affect the system. So we actually have a total of 18 points getting through. So there's an 18% chance that it will get through and affect one of the systems. So I need between 1 and 18 for it to affect the systems on this roll. No, luckily it doesn't.
Ooh.
Just to let you know,
Oh,
there's a table that you roll, and if it's 5 comes up, the pilot and passengers have taken a hit as well, and you would suffer 3d6s to 1d3 plus 1 locations. So it's a good job it was a hit just on the rotary blades, but this helicopter looks like it's going down. And in order that we keep everything in some kind of order, I would like you to click on your characters sheets, please, and roll. Not yet, because I haven't cleared it. Roll some initiative.
beep.
Right, chill, let the dog go back in a sec.
Did I do it? Yeah.
I'm just adding the pilot. It doesn't look like it rolled. Eight. Ooh. Astro, what's your initiative modifier?
13.
13. We'll just make you go both together. You both got 13, so we would normally cascade down to luck, but we'll just see. We'll just do it how it's gone in the list.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Yeah. So bang, rotor blade. You can hear all the sirens and everything going off. You can also see smoke that is billowing out of the engine up ahead, and the pilot is frantically trying to keep hold of everything, and the co-pilot is shouting things like, "We've lost pressure in the main rotary thing. Altimeter going down fast. We're going to die."
We
And-
lost pressure in the main rotary thing.
Yeah, he looks a bit of a trainee pilot,
Okay.
which is a bit worrying as well. Rabbit, you're acting first.
And I know I
Um,
can't die.
You're
I'm
you're
presume
too
we're going.
high. You're too high to parkour at the moment. Just
We're
so you
going
know.
fast though. Yeah.
Can you
Y-
parkour?
You were almost like doing a circle of it. So I mean, you weren't going as fast as the helicopter could go, but you were going pretty fast. Now it's just sort of like juddering left, right, and center. You have got your seatbelts on, so be aware. I know you have got them on because the police helicopter won't take off until everybody's got their seatbelts on.
Does
So,
that mean it
Seatbelt
stops halfway through flight if you take them off?
yes, and just plummets to the ground. Yes, Rabbit.
I think Rabbit would not want to jump out and has nothing else to do. So enjoy the roller coaster ride. She's probably got a
Okay.
big smile on her face.
Okay, then. Misty, we come to you.
I would like to try to create one of my clouds around it to use it for flying, just to stabilize it.
You have a little bit of an issue here because the
I've got tissue.
the helicopter has a terrific downdraft.
It does indeed.
So, and water or mist tends not to be
Yeah, to be
that.
pushed away. Yeah, good thinking. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
You could chuck
Oh.
Banner out though. You could,
lighten the load.
you could reach across and just undo his seatbelt.
Yeah.
Lighten the
Wait,
load.
But Banner's bones are strong enough that he has the power to leap and land
He
from
does.
big heights.
Yeah.
So
From
he
large
could just
buildings.
jump out and be
We're-
fine.
We're really looking forward to what Banner does on 11.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to dive out of the helicopter.
Yeah. So you undo your seat belt, and are you just going by yourself and leaving everybody else inside?
Yeah, screw them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to jump out. I've got things. Screw you guys, I'm going home. I've got an idea, and if it doesn't work, they'll never know.
Okay, so
So-
you jump out of the helicopter, and of course your flight is always
yeah.
on. But I would like you to make an athletics check.
Is that in case I become like Chowder when I go through pillars?
Yes.
Yeah, when you get hit by the rear rotor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Athletics check.
Oh,
That's
I
no,
can't show you what I'm doing because I've got the video.
no.
It's
We were
terrible.
going. Rabbit's impressed. She sort of like dive out of the
It's all right.
helicopter.
As I'm diving out, I give her a wink and a thumbs up.
Yeah, you
No, I
almost
should have
like
done a backflip as you went out.
Or
You
a
sort of
little wave. Yeah.
somersault in the air, and as you somersault in the air, you just come up with your little cloud beneath you.
Yeah.
Astro, you're up.
Astro is going to start
Teleport.
getting glimpses of the future, little bits of it, and he's going to start passing those on to the pilot. So if they have to make any maneuvers to land us safely, it'll be a bit easier for them.
Okay, yeah, and so that goes over to the pilot and Banner. What would you like to do?
Banner is gonna undo his seatbelt and slide open the door, and then say, "Astro, portal," and then drop out.
Uh, is it your are you using your superpower of bound? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not jumping up into the rotors. I'm just going down.
I just need to
For patriotism.
I thought you might want to try to grab hold of something or bring it down or
Nah,
so.
let's go right down to the ground.
Uh,
I'm used to landing. I got strong knees.
just check something. Yeah. You have inherent armor as well, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So you're using in a single bound your super leap, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you will you'll spend 2 power points on it as you jump out. And you sort of like Misty, you see Banner launch himself out and he just sort of like drops down and then he does
Like a brick.
yeah, one of those wonderful superhero landing as he hits the floor. You notice there's sort of like it's sort of like
That lovely ripple of the concrete as it goes.
yeah, it's just sort of it's just like earth, but you see the cracks as he sort of like lands at the bottom. Okay, then the pilot needs to make a piloting skill roll. His skill is actually 67, and it will be easier due to Astro's precognition. Just so you let, so he's trying to keep control of the helicopter first. He's got to get control of it before he can land it. So yeah, 67 is his skill. Okay, he gets an 88, which is going to fail no matter what. And just as Banner leaps out of one side, the whole helicopter tilts over to the other side and heads towards you, Misty. You can avoid it quite easily because you're flying, but it's sort of like it looks like it's heading to the side of the warehouse. Rabbit and Astro, you're absolutely fine at the moment because you're trapped. You're actually stuck in it. Okay, then, and we come to turn 2, Rabbit. So you've heard Banner shout, "Astro, portal," and jump out the helicopter.
Well, we're fine until we crash. Yeah. I'll just grinning with excitement look at Astro and say, "Are you gonna portal out of here, or are you going for the ride?" And I guess I'll stay strapped in.
Nice. And Misty, you see the helicopter pitch to one side and heading towards the side of the warehouse. You're flying out there.
Indeed, I want to head there as quick as I can. So my full fly speed, trying to get ahead of the helicopter. And my plan is to create a huge globule of water for either people to jump into or for the helicopter to crash into, so it slows down the impact.
Okay, then.
That was my plan.
Okay, then. So I think you've got 2 ideas there. You've got a sphere of water that somebody can jump into, which is just like a normal creation. And
and there would be a large creation, which would be like a huge, like on the bridge, a wall of water, but to cushion the blow.
Yeah,
I'd make it less dense.
Yeah, so your issue is still with the downdraft of the helicopter, but what you could do, so you can either do a little bubble of water that somebody can dive into, or you can actually cause an upsurge of water.
Well, my third option was my blast of water.
Yeah, so
try to push it up.
almost like summon the water so it goes up, so it keeps it
Exactly.
afloat.
I'd probably do that. Just give me one second. I'm going to mute for a second. I'll just give some orders.
Give some orders. I like that. Astro, what would you like to do just while you?
Sorry, I just need to shout, close the back door.
Oh, is it closed now?
It should be closed about.
Shut
No.
shut the back door.
Shut that door.
Yeah. So, what power is it? You're just using creation. That's
Well,
what.
that'd be a water blast, wouldn't it? If I'm going to blast the water,
I'd
I'd use a couple of points to make it larger.
Yeah, I'm happy whichever way you would like to do it.
Yeah, so I will. I'll do the water blast, in which case,
Okay, then.
and I will spend a point to make the jet of water wider, so it has a more of an intense hit.
Yeah. Okay, then. So roll your blast roll. Ooh, I feel a point of luck coming up
I
here.
do feel a point of luck coming here. I, sir, would like to reverse that, please.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, so this water comes shooting up and sort of like hits the helicopter, and it just sort of like cushions it.
No.
And it seems to be sort of like being held on this water. Astro, we're coming to you.
Astro wants to unstrap themselves, and they're going to wait until the helicopter is almost to the ground, and
it's coming into this it's being pushed up at the moment, so it's at the level of the warehouse, just slightly above it.
Right. In which case they'll as long as if the warehouse is less than 16 meters away, they'll create a portal so that they can see the roof. They'll create a portal from the helicopter onto the roof.
Nice.
And they'll step through it.
Okay. You don't need any roll for that because you can actually see it. And
I don't need any power points because it's less than 16 meters.
But using your power would be your action, wouldn't it? So creating the portal would be your action, because you need to take a move action to move through it, which means you can't do anything else in your turn. So on 16, you create the portal. And Banner, we come to you now. Banner, you on the ground, and you can see the jet of water almost like balancing the helicopter, and you can see Misty is doing her best to keep it upright. What would you like to do?
Could I do a perception check to see what direction I think the bullet came from?
Yes, by all means.
Let's see. Did I press it? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do a point of luck to try to re-roll that, I guess.
Okay, then. Re-rolling.
You hear me rolling. Come on, baby. Get the no.
Oh no! Your Banner's not made for perception. Let's be honest here. He's he's sort of like just looking around, and I'm going to make a 67 pilot roll. Here, so the blast of water takes the pilot by surprise, but it's now causing the is stabilizing the helicopter. Misty, I think what we're going to say, and I think hopefully you agree that I think you're probably concentrating on this now.
I was about to say it's willpower checks, definitely.
Yeah. So you won't be able to. You're literally just concentrating.
pushing this water to keep it level.
Keeping
Yeah.
it level. Yeah, sounds good.
Indeed, I totally agree with that.
Okay, we're going into turn 3 now. Rabbit, you can see the portal.
No,
Is
the ball
this-
disappears because it disappears at the end of my turn.
What?
Yeah. Which means that I can never
Seriously,
step through it
you
myself.
can never step through it. Yeah.
That doesn't make any
What the
sense.
hell? That
Well-
can't be
Well,
right.
no,
Sorry, that's not
that
right.
can't be right.
That's
Because
not right.
because
Where are you seeing this?
Well, clearly we know it's gone.
Mhm.
You've got to open a portal and step through it, and it closes behind you.
What is the? Is it actually called Portal, or is there a different
it
name
says
for?
what it says is that the gateway remains open on both
sides until the end of the turn when the hero uses it. So it's when I use it.
When you use a portal,
So it stays there.
No, but
stays
you-
open until
I
you step through it. Yes.
You say that again, sorry.
So it stays there until I step through it.
Got it.
Yes.
It can
Yeah.
stay. So it would be that if I don't step through it, it will just remain there indefinitely.
Exactly.
sense.
Yeah.
That's miles
Oh.
better. Yeah.
Which explains all the portals downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So otherwise it would be
Unfortunately, everybody's now in your apartment.
That's
Which is why I'm
right.
going back.
Eating my food.
so yeah. So you do see the portal then, is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Rabbit, yes. Rabbit, you do see the portal leading to the top of the roof.
So I guess I just have a quick
You must have
question.
blinked.
Regarding Astro's portal, is this because I'm assuming I see him teleport or portal out by himself from time to time, like he makes a portal for himself that you're not supposed to follow. Is this what that would look like, or does it look like he's actually?
They all look the same.
Okay.
But the last time, I think the last time you used a portal was on the bridge.
That's right.
Everybody went through it. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody went through that. Plus, Banner has also said, make a portal before he left you all to die. No, and before he jumped
Yes.
out.
And you probably see the other side of the portal because it's pretty close to
I always think, does anybody play an Arcanist in Elder Scrolls Online? They
Velocity,
create they create green oval portals that
Oh,
the other one appears somewhere else, and they can just you walk into it and you teleport across to the other side. So I often envisage them like that. So yes, Rabbit.
I wish it was more like Nightcrawler.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so that would be teleportation.
That is teleportation, yeah.
Yeah, because I've been working on a villain with it. Because I just think it's going to be so much fun as Banner goes up to hit it and it goes
Pop.
disappears in front of it and then whacks him from behind.
Right, so heads up, guys. We need to work out and something of teleport.
Yeah. Yes, Rabbit, what would you like to do?
Seatbelt off. I'll go through the portal and say, okay, then, and then go through the portal. If I can equip my quarterstaff while I'm going, I don't think I can actually. That's a move action.
Yes, it's a move action. So you can draw a weapon with a move action, but you have to make an athletics check to make sure you don't drop your weapon.
I don't want to lose my quarterstaff in Portal Land, so I'll wait until I'm on the other side.
Okay, yeah. So you go through. Misty, you're still.
I'm still concentrating. I'm doing my.
But beads
my
are
Christopher Reeves
sweat.
bit.
Yeah. It's flying off your.
Get off the chopper.
Astro, what would you like to do?
I will step through the portal on 16.
Okay, and then at that point, does it disappear now?
Well, Banner could act, and then the pilot could act if the pilot wanted to go through or whatever, and then it would disappear because it's at the end.
So now it's
Oh,
got
it's at the
end of this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. So, Banner, would you like to jump back up to the helicopter and go through the portal?
No, I'm gonna jump, trying to avoid the helicopter. I'm gonna jump and land on top of the roof.
Okay then. So, you're going to have to do some moving because if I put the turn order where the helicopter is, that's where the helicopter is at the moment. So you could use your move action to sort of like move down here, then use your power on the next round to jump
I
up.
wanted to jump up on the roof and then go straight through it.
Yeah, that would be funny. Or just get stuck at his waist.
Yeah.
So you can move your whole movement. So you can actually do like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can
I'm
either
sorry, but I'm really not.
you can either move to here in your turn and then jump up at the next, or you can get round to here if that's where you would like to be. So that'll be your movement to get out of, and then you can jump up on the next round. Where would you like to move to? You got 6 meters of movement, haven't you?
I'll move here and jump up.
Okay, then. So you move there. That's on turn 3. I need to make a driver's check. Like, oh, that will be enough to succeed. How long, Astro, does the shared fate last for?
He has to, as soon as I am out of so the last one he could have had shared fate on as well. The last one that not the one that he's just rolled, but the 70 odd one. He could have had shared fate on that as well. It's ranged 18 meters.
Yeah, so that's absolutely fine.
How
as
many
well.
how many has he used? Because it drains a power point
One.
for me every time he uses it.
He's just used one of them at the moment. Okay then. We're now up to round 2. Round 2, and this happened. Okay. That's 50. Right. Let me just roll 15 or less. No, so it hasn't taken out any of the system, but the helicopter is now actually, Misty, you see the rotor blades actually stop. It looks like
they're stopping it and they're flying off.
Well, it's just the helicopter is now broken. It's got no structural integrity left. The only thing that is keeping it up at the moment is your yeah. So, okay. What you can do, we'll wait to your turn, but just to give you some heads up, the reason the shot was so long coming, the second shot, is because I had to reload, by the way. So when you get to, you have an option now. You can, if you wish, try to lower it down to the ground.
Ooh.
Okay. And I will ask you to probably make some kind of roll for that to try to get it down to the ground. You could, of course, just cut off the water and it'll just go to the ground by itself, but it actually looks like but the only 2 people in it are the 2 police law enforcers, the pilot and the co-pilot. Both of them, their mother is Shirley Springer, just if you're interested, if you want to take a bit of revenge now, this would be the time to do it. Rabbit, however, we come to you first.
So is there a door access to this roof?
No, it's completely sealed up at top.
Okay.
There does look like, if you remember the other one that you went when Sure Shot fired you at Coffee and Cup,
Yes.
There is a fire exit at the far side. Make me an insight roll.
Ugh.
Yeah, you remember that there was in the other warehouse a fire escape at the far side.
Okay, I want to try because there's just a gunshot just went off, so I want to try and see
Hide.
if I can use my perception to see where it came from before I act.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Fire escape might be a bad idea if it's like right on the side where the sniper has a good angle. Pow! I would like to use a point to reroll that. I can do worse.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so via process of elimination, you can see the left-hand side of the helicopter from where you are. Agreed? Yeah. So like this side of the helicopter, the shot did not come into that side. So you presume it's come from either the other side, front or back.
Okay, I want to say that to Astro. I'll be like, we got to go to the fire escape. It might be over there. The shot probably came from these two directions, and then I'll start moving over there depending on how much action I have left.
Yeah. So you can make a quick move. So
That
one.
will probably bring me all the way over because my movement is a 48.
Yeah. So you can. I'll move you over. So the fire escape is normally here. Okay. But the reason I asked you for an insight check was because it looks like the fire escape has been removed. It's probably to stop the perps getting out by a fire exit. So you can see the doors as you look down.
That's a breach of so many city codes.
Yeah, no, that's against code.
We're not in America.
Yeah, these are perps. These are perps. Come off it, people. Yeah, so you look down and think, oh, at that point. Sophia, what would you like to do?
She's giving orders.
Sorry, no.
She was talking telepathically to Astro. We couldn't hear.
Do you want to pass it on? Right, so I'm going to try and reduce the power that I'm doing. Can I use a willpower check?
I think a willpower check. Hang on a minute. I think a willpower check would be good, but I'm going to say that it's actually hard. So you could use a point of luck and reverse it and be successful.
Sorry, there we go. I'll re-roll it.
We'll just reverse. Oh.
There you go.
Well,
Madness. I would have just reversed it with a willpower of 93, but a 10 is good enough. That's good enough. So so
I'm going to try to reduce the moisture density just so it lowers it down the helicopter.
Yeah, the spout sort of like slowly goes down, and you sort of like bring this down. And Astra, as it goes down, you can see the co-pilot has assumed the crash position in the helicopter, and the other pilot is sort of like trying to, and then suddenly realizes that he's got no engine power and he's going down. He just turns to you and he seems to have this worried look on his face, but he suddenly realized that he's been lowered to the ground. Astro, what would you like to do on 16?
Astro will head off after Rabbit towards the fire escape that she pointed at.
Yeah, so you can move your movement, so you'll be able to move 6 meters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you dash or anything like that?
You can do triple your movement rate for run, but that is then split up for all your turns. So if you triple it, because you have 5 action points, you would move a grand total. You would move 666 as you run across. So you're sort of like running at speed, but you can't do anything else during that
Right.
round.
Okay, that's my movement then. Thank you.
Okay then, and Banner. I'm going to
Banner's
leap.
he's gonna leap up on top of the building and see if, what's going on.
At least you're gonna jump into a helicopter, thank God.
That would have been bragging rights, though. Banner's just not coordinated enough to
Do that.
to leap through a helicopter.
Is that what you're suggesting?
I'm just saying, maybe your sponsorship is based solely on bragging rights.
So that will cost you 2 power points if you want to leap up here.
So that's where the confusion is on my end. Is like, do I have to use a power point every time I jump?
Well, I think you have a boost from your strength, I think, which is called in a single bound. I
Yeah.
think, yeah. So what you have,
Well,
I think
no, it's a flight thing.
it's a what?
It's a flight thing. It's actually a limitation.
But you don't.
So
Oh, that's right. We ran into this problem before where it was
Yeah.
like, so we have to spend that every time. And so we did settle on some sort of flight-based thing, but the
yeah.
limitation is that you're jumping each time.
So I'm
Oh.
not
But I don't
flying,
remember how we
jumping.
built it.
No, I know that.
Just
So
leap a single building. whatever.
yeah. So what we said is that if you're traveling from A to B, rather
Mhm.
than using up 2 power points every single leap,
Mhm.
which means you would arrive at
Yeah.
nothing, we said,
Yeah.
okay, then we'll use it as a form of flight, so you just do 2 power points and you get to the location. But this is another jump. It's not like carrying on jumping all the time, as far as I'm aware. And so, it says a hero can jump astounding distances. The hero spends 2 power points to add 1/5 of their athletic skills in meters to the distance. Outside combat, the hero can travel by leaping, jumping equal distances equal to the half their set
Oh.
in meters at a time. So in a single bound has 2 options. It has jump, I can jump really high, or it has outside combat. You can use it as like a travel. That's how it works.
Yeah. Okay. So
So-
in this case, because I'm using it in
combat.
I have
Yeah.
to use it per use.
Yeah. So if you wish to jump up, it'll cost you 2 power points to do that jump. If we weren't in combat, if you were just going around the places, then it would be fine. It wouldn't have when you're traveling, it'll just cost you 2 power points to
2.
get there. Yeah. So do you
Okay.
still want to jump up in a single bound? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you power your way up and land on. You can see Astro's running across to the other side, or walking. I think. Are you walking or running, Astro?
I just moved 6, so it's walking. Isn't it?
Walking. Okay. And you can see Rabbit over the other side. Okay, I'm going to say that, Misty, as you concentrate on this and with all the power of your willpower, you manage to bring the helicopter down, and it sort of like lands on the ground. You notice that the engine is completely wrecked. You can actually see through the hole,
Okay,
it was
as I'm hovering there, I'm going to tell these 2 pilots to get to safety now.
Yeah, so they sort of like the driver sort of like knocks, the sort of like nudges the co-pilot who looks up. He was in crash position, and they sort of like take off their headphones, and they are going to head for this gate here. This gate is actually locked.
I could have been really impressive there by holding on to helicopter, like really straining.
Well, do you want to know what would have been really good? is that if you lowered it down a little way, so Banner got underneath it and
Yes.
actually took the whole force of it
Yeah.
and then
And then threw it over the
gradually
fence.
held it when the other people got out and then lobbed it over the fence. That would have been that was super.
That seemed dangerous.
Yeah.
I just like, sorry, Banner, I just loved the way that you just said, Astro, make a portal and jumped out the helicopter.
Yeah.
As if to say, hard luck, I'll see you later. I did think when I try not to predict what might happen in situations, but I was wondering whether or not Banner would pick up Rabbit and just,
I considered about to do picking up Rabbit,
or
and then going down.
yeah, so like Banner scoops up Rabbit and jumps out, while Misty scoops up Astro and goes out. But then I just thought it would be so funny if Banner failed a roll because he has that bull in the china shop. Both Banner and Rabbit would just plummet down to
Grabs me by my ankle.
Oh, yeah. So no, but it's a good outcome so far. Okay then. So Rabbit.
To be fair, Rabbit, if you fell down with Banner and jumped off him right before he hit the floor, you'd survive.
I have regeneration. I can hit my head, and I think I'll get back up eventually.
I'd probably hold Rabbit and then land myself, so I'll take the brunt of it, maybe. But I don't know. That's not how
Rabbit could have just parkoured halfway down and just sort of like done a backflip, and that would have been it. Okay, so the two people are here at the moment. Okay, then the helicopter is down, and we got 3 people up on the roof. And Misty, you're hovering about roof distance as it is. Yeah, you can move over to there. So just to let you know, there's no fire escape down here. But down here, you can drop down onto this part of the building and then drop down again to the other side. With you all up on the actual building roof, you can, because it's not pitch black or anything, you can actually see these people here. So there seems to be one person at each corner. They're not totally symmetrically placed or anything like that. The other thing that you do notice is that the 2 on the east of the building are laying face down, and the 2 on the west of the building are laying face up. Banner, you're very...
Sorry, so this side's face up?
Hang on, I can't see your ping. Hang on, because I'm not...
Yeah, so essentially the ones on the east have been shot in the back and fallen forwards, and the ones on the west side have been shot in the front and fallen backwards.
Yes, that's what... Banner, can you just make a perception check for me?
I do perception, or I can also do maybe culture military.
Okay, do perception, because I'm seeing whether or not you see something.
Does he see the military?
Your rolls today, your perception is so bad. You don't see anything.
What is military?
Yeah.
What is?
So you're sort of like up looking all noble. Rabbit, you can see the one to your right, so you can roll a perception check.
Wow.
Okay, then. Yeah, nice. So you notice that this guy is flat on his back, but this guy here, this guy's flat on face down. Sorry, front. Yeah, face down. So he's facing towards there, but you can see no blood. There's no blood on the ground round him. And remember, you saw how much blood came out of Max, or the other guy, when he got shot in the head. These have no blood at all.
How high is this
Vampires.
fence approximately?
It's only about 6 to 10 meters tall. It's not.
Okay.
It's not, and it's not. It's like chain. It's chain link. You know when
Yeah.
there's the little
Yeah.
gaps in there. Yeah.
How
You,
big is this building that we're on?
as in high.
Yeah, as in high. Like, are we? Is there just one
2
floor
stories.
below us, or?
Yes, it's sort of like 2 stories. So this level here will be the height of the
First
floor. Yeah, the first
Yeah,
floor, and then
the ceiling of the first floor.
yeah. So you can just sort of like drop down onto that porch area, then drop down again if need be.
It's like 12 feet high ish.
Yeah.
3 meters.
So it would be probably impossible to parkour down from where I'm at,
You
or,
can.
or dangerous.
Well, yes, it would. Oh, yeah, from where you are, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can run and parkour off there to there and down to the floor. 48 meters you got, haven't you?
We're not in combat rounds now, so it's more of a case of what do you want to do rather than anything else.
I think Rabbit would want to inform everybody, pinballing around, giving them the information as quick as possible. The guy on the ground doesn't have
fire
blood.
escape, isn't there?
There is no fire escape, and the guy has blood not coming out of his head. That's messed up. And I go to the next person. No fire escape, and the guy has no blood coming out of his head. That's messed up.
Misty, you can.
I'm moving down to this guy down here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And I'd like to see if he's dead or alive.
Yeah. Okay. Roll your first aid skill.
Oh, first aid. Sorry, I thought it'd be that. Anyway, let's do that. Just as bad.
No, I mean, it's quite easy to see what's happened to him. He's
The back of
literally
his head missing.
no, he's literally out cold.
Ah,
He seems to be unconscious, and you notice that there's what appears to be a
dart.
dart. Yeah, it's very small. It's not a massive thing. It's quite small.
Okay, well, I'm going to pluck that out and give him a slap and see what happens.
Yeah, so when you pull it out, you notice that it is quite deep. And as you pull it out, you notice that the actual body of the dart is actually hollow. And there seems to be some liquid left in there. Seems to be green on color. You slap this guard or shake him and try to get him up, but he's out for the count. But you do notice while you're there, Misty, that his breathing and heart rate both seem to be regular. Probably even
Fantastic.
slowed.
Yeah.
It's almost as if he's been comatose.
Yeah. I will pass the information through the comms, the people that have comms, on to Astra, who through telepathy.
We're not linked.
Oh, we're not linked.
No, because
Oh.
I have to concentrate on it. So
I'll send you a letter.
Yeah. You can just tell
text me.
just shout at Rabbit, and Rabbit can pass it on.
So I'll pass it through our comms to Rabbit and Cap. Banner, sorry, about this guard being not dead but unconscious because of a dart, tranquilized dart.
Okay, and we're about to go for our break, but before we go to the break, Rabbit, Astro, and Banner, I would like you all to pick and type it in the chat 2 numbers on a 6-sided die. Okay, you can't have the same number. Each one must have 2 different numbers. So if you just
I'll have whatever's left.
42.
Okay then. So therefore, Astro is 3 and 4. Okay then. So we'll see what that was for. When
in 3 weeks' time.
In 3 weeks' time.
Come back next year.
when
This
we
is what slice of pizza you get.
yeah, exactly. Well, you may not be wrong. So we'll go take a quick break. We'll be back just past 1:45. So please go off, have a drink, grab some snacks, and we'll see you back here in roughly 15 minutes. Okay, see you soon. Okay,
The problems.
we are back. We are live.
Guess who's back? Back again. Imwils is back. Tell your friends.
So, the party are on top of a warehouse that has all the perps in. Just
All the
before
perps. Just not a few perps, but all the perps.
we
And the best perps.
we rolled some dice rolls. Well, people picked some numbers, but before we get to that, two things happen. The first thing, Banner, is your phone rings. And you can see that it's your friend Brask calling from Eternal Enterprise. The other thing is, who was the contact for CC's iPad about the perps, etc.?
Oscar, no.
No,
Oscar,
who would she send it to? Do you remember you asked for a list of all
Oh,
the
yeah,
Sent
perps?
it to the helicopter.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be me. I've got the main control of the.
Okay, then.
Yeah, to me.
So you there's a list of 14 perps, and so just as you're down with this body, it comes through on your communication device, and they seem to be all very low level perps.
Right.
They many of them are sort of like teenagers, 20-year-olds, and they're generally for a whole load of misdemeanors, really small mystery like shoplifting or running vehicles into areas, into shops and things like that. And yeah, Brask is calling you. Banner.
Beep. Hello, this is Banner.
Oh, Mr. Banner, it's Brian Brask
that's me.
here. It's Brian Brask here. I don't know if you remember, we have talked previously.
Trask, Nask, you said?
Is this a...
Oh yeah, you're the Patriot.
Yes. Oh, yes. We would love to be your patriot. Yeah. And we would be your patron and actually support you. I wonder whether or not you had... this isn't a bad time, is it, Mr. Banner?
It's terrible, but it's fine.
Oh, that's fine. We were just wondering whether or not you had made any other... made a decision yet?
Decision about what?
About allowing us to finance you. The only reason I was saying phoning you because we were just looking at some new vehicles for the company's pool of vehicles, and we saw a really nice Range Rover type vehicle, four wheels, sorry, two wheels.
4 wheels and an engine.
It's got 3 wheels. It's a Reliant Rob. No, 4-wheel drive. And we've even managed to, well, we could for you, Mr. Banner, add a bit of maybe armored plating to the structure, make it more. And I do have a request for you. There's our engineer department has sent me a memo. It says pop-up turret ?
Yes. I do like to pop up every once in a while. Sounds good to me.
Oh, are we working together from now on then? Are we a member of the team? Mr. Banner, you and me as Mr. Brask.
Well, it's a good offer. It's definitely tasteful. Obviously it's a Range Rover type and not a
Oh,
Honda
wait.
Odyssey, but still,
I think you would enjoy it. Well, I mean, but I hope you understand that there would be various contracts to sign before we can. Sorry, Mr. Banner. Somebody's trying to speak to. They're showing me a post-it here with the. Um,
I know what that
oh,
is.
it says private jet? Question mark.
Hmm.
Would you like some
I
more
don't know.
time?
I've only been on public jets, so I have no idea.
Oh,
Private jet.
Mr. Banner, these jets are quite special. They come with their
Mm.
own private pilot and cabin crew as well, who are there to meet your every needs on your journey, whether or not it's a short journey or a long journey. Shall I get my secretary to put something in the calendar for us to meet up and sign the contracts?
Sounds good to me. Well, keep in mind, I don't have a cabin, so I don't know what this cabin crew's gonna do. But
Yeah, it's not a problem. They will do whatever you wish, Mr. Banner. Would you like to drop by to um, um, forgot the name of my own company, Eternal Enterprises someday, or is there a place that we could come and bring all the documentation to you?
I can meet you. Just not right now. I'm currently busy saving the city.
Saving this, yes, that you do that so well, Mr.
Of course I
Banner.
do.
Your style is what really attracted us to you, and that's the most important thing for us.
Well, I'll get back to you. Right now, I need to go fist this V guy. And then
Yes. I'll send you. I'll get my secretary to put a date in the calendar if that's all right.
all right. Well, I'll get back to you after fist this V.
Yes, and just remember, Mr. Banner. Just remember, Mr. Banner. There's no banner in team, and he hangs up. Well,
When all this is going on,
What's that
can Astro create a portal to get off this roof, please?
yeah, but by all means.
Okay.
I guess I would probably be doing the backflip parkour onto the lower level and then jump off that.
Coming down that way. Yeah, you can move yourself down. Banner, you can go down the porch way as well if need be.
Sounds good.
So you can be down. Whereabouts? Do you want to be at the front, Rabbit? Do you want to move yourself to where you would like to be?
I want to go to Misty.
Oh yes, yeah. So you can be.
Once I'm down, Astro's going to walk round to the front.
Yeah. So put your token where you are would like to be. Rabbit, when you get to Misty, what would you like to do?
Um,
And while that's happening, Banner and Astro, can you give me perception checks, please? Yes, Rabbit.
Okay.
I would be approaching Misty and saying, "It looks like there's something wrong with them. There's not a lot of blood coming out of them." Well, as you already said on the comms, any idea what it is? Should we go in? What are we doing?
No, these guards are down because they've been hit by tranquilized darts. Show Rabbit this dart. Let's pull out of the neck.
Yes.
I forgot that you talked to us about on the comms about that. There's just I'm getting really anxious around here. It feels like there's guns everywhere. We should probably get inside, shouldn't we? All of us, especially Astro. He seems the most soft and like he'd blow up if somebody shot him with a rifle. We should get everybody going. Why are you dilly dallying?
Get everybody inside the building in that case, then, because we're that sniper outside. He shouldn't be able to shoot through the walls, but you never know. He took down a helicopter.
So while all this is happening at the side, Banner, you're at the front and your hands on hip in pure patriotic mode, just scanning the area and looking very, very professional and patriotic. And Astra, as you come round, you hear from inside the the warehouse, what appears to be, it sounds like a chant. And you sort of like think for a while. And as you tune into the words, you're absolutely sure that they're saying belly roll. They seem to be chanting belly roll, like this, as it happens.
Belly or barely?
Belly.
Belly.
I'll type it in the.
Drum roll.
Belly.
Yeah.
Barrel roll.
And at that point, there's a huge splintering sound as out rolls, crashing through the doors and taking most of the porch with him, a rather large guy. You can zoom in to see his figure if you wish. Just for anybody who's watching the stream, I would like to introduce this villain. Okay, so Banner and Astro, I would like you to make me an evade skill, please. It's just a standard evade, so you just need to be successful as a standard evade.
I'm going to use precognition.
Yep.
To make it a grade easier.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Yeah, and that
Nicely done.
that pays off. Now you can move 2 meters, your quick move, in connection to your evade. So if you move the 2 meters away from the general area when this guy comes bowling through.
Where's he coming from? From this main door?
Yes. So you moving to you're probably moving. Astro, you can move forward towards the warehouse if you want, or backwards, or sideways or diagonal. Banner, you can only move either diagonally or to your left. Okay, you can't move towards the gate if that.
We can move what? 2? Did you say?
Yeah, 2 meters. Your quick move. That's perfect. And this guy ends up here. Now, just to let you know, he has a special, one of his special attacks is called belly roll charge. So he almost like rolls like a billiard ball and crashes through things. But he does have a limitation to it.
Cannonball.
That as you won't know what he's called. He's called Barrel Roll. That's the name of the hero. So he has a limitation to it that when he stops, i.e. now, he has to make a successful endurance check. If he doesn't make a successful endurance check, he's actually dizzy for his first turn. He's just sort of like, oh, what on earth? So this is his endurance roll. Yeah, and he's absolutely fine. And at this point, please, can we have some initiative from everyone, please? Fine, barrel roll. Neat. Oh, I was hoping.
Yes.
I was hoping to beat Banner. Right, let's move you around like so.
Have I beaten Rabbit?
No,
No.
Don't be silly.
Duh.
Don't be silly. Yeah, so you can Rabbit's eyeing up what's going to happen here. So you hear this almighty crash at the front of the building. Just so everybody knows, you can see inside. Can you see those? That there's a whole load of people inside. They were sort of like, there was almost like they were parted to one side like a runway to come through, and now they're sort of like barrel rolls crashed through everything, and they're going like, yeah, and it looks like they're on the way out. Yes, Rabbit, what would you like to do?
I would like to do the action where I draw a weapon, but I also do a move.
Yeah.
I believe that's a quick move.
So, you can move your full amount. So ready an item, you could do a quick move, but you need an athletics check.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I mostly want to get. Oh, that's not how you ping. I wanted to get right to that corner with my weapon out.
Yeah.
So here is my athletics for you.
Yes. So you set off, and Misty, you're sat there. You've just feel this breeze in your hair as Rabbit just sets off at Mach 4. I listened to a really interesting science by is it Professor Brian Cox?
Yeah.
Was saying that if we actually travel at the speed of light, it will take us about 4 minutes to get to the Andromeda galaxy to see what it's like. The unfortunately thing is that by the time we got back, millions of years would have passed, so everybody would be dead. which I thought that it's amazing. I mean, we can go 99.99% the speed of sound by that circular things that they fire protons through. So that's you done, Rabbit. You can see barrel roll out there as well. I'm just going to zoom in a bit so I can see what's happening at the front. Misty, you're next.
And muted.
Ooh.
I am muted, thank you. I'm muted there.
Is that your full movement? Yeah.
That's my full movement there, I'm sure.
Yeah, it should be 6 meters. Yeah, you can probably
1,
go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
And
then.
in theory, hopefully I can shoot. Oh, no, I was going to aim for him, but I'll do it next turn.
Yeah. So next up is Astro.
Astro wants to try to get a telepathic link on the thing that's just barreled through the door, which is an opposed willpower.
Yeah. So roll your willpower.
I'm going to use a point of luck to re-roll it.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my willpower. So I succeed, but because it's opposed roll, you get the you establish the link because it's opposed.
Send
Banner,
him back.
you're up.
Banner's gonna get up from his evade and ready his shield.
Nice. Yeah. Remember, Astro, you're on the floor just to because you did a successful evade, didn't you? Yeah.
I want those at home to realize something, that barrel roll only has 4 abs. Just make
Yeah.
sure.
Let's just make sure. Let's just make
He
sure.
looks bigger than you, though.
I just want-
And I feel like you're focusing on the abs when his total size is, I don't know, he looks like 3 times taller than Banner.
So you're saying definition isn't important?
I don't know. It just seems like you're trying to make it important.
I feel like it's definitely something that people should consider.
Okay, barrel
If they're
rolls
making any
time.
judgments.
Am I
Turn.
allowed to? Can I do stuff when I'm prone, or do I have to be stood up?
Well, what's the
I think
question?
your melee combat suffers. So
Right.
if you're planning
Formidable.
on swinging
Yeah,
a sword,
you don't have
yeah.
telepathy, I would have thought.
I mean,
Okay.
obviously you can't. Well, you could
No,
dance
no,
if
I
you're on
meant
the
use
floor. If you want to
powers,
do an Australian break dance form.
Mhm.
No, that's how it's done on the floor. Prone is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So barrel roll quick moves to get to that. And then he hits you, Banner. You can evade, or you can parry this if you want and take up an action.
I'm gonna try to parry.
Yeah, well, let's see whether or not he hits first. Well, you can still parry if he doesn't hit. Yeah, he gets a 53, so he is hitting you. Yeah,
Ooh.
you get an 87.
Nicely done.
So how big is your? And I don't want any sarcastic comments.
Oh,
How-
no, that's it. It's
I
huge.
think we are. There's only
How-
It's engorged.
How big is your shield? I think it's large.
Currently, because I have to, some foreplay has to happen. Currently, it's I think it's large. Yeah.
Yeah. So my fist coming into you is large as well, which means you're going to take half of this damage as it comes into you. Just let me make sure my damage modifier it's on. Okay. He's probably going to swipe you with a fist. So you're going to take half of this. Oh, what? What did I roll? What did I roll there? Oh, I've just come out of the game.
You got
I'm
a
coming
1.
back. Don't worry. Did I get a 1?
You got a
Yeah.
1.
A 1 on your
5 bonus.
D3.
Yeah.
1 on my D3.
right.
Oh,
and a
Your
5
D12 was a
onto it.
5. So you did try.
I did try.
Oh,
Yeah.
my poor little shield got a little neck on it.
Okay, then hang on. I just need to get my character sheet back up. Thank you. So you will take. Hang on. Sorry, I did it in
3
the wrong.
points.
I did it in the wrong order. So this is where the hit location is coming into. It's coming into your 11.
Which
Chest.
Chest.
yeah, that's off covered. Easy peasy.
So I think you probably have armor in that.
It's passive blocking, hopefully.
Yeah. That's what the parry is. I'm parrying with my shield.
Yeah, so that's happened. But because we're the same, then half damage has got through. So what's your armor? We need to know what your armor
is. That my armor is 7.
7. Yeah.
Oh,
So that
yeah.
just sort of like because you got durability, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's he sort of like whacks into you, and there's a clash of fists and flesh. As he sort of like whacks you in your shield, and the shield sort of like backs into you. You feel him, but it doesn't. Luckily, it doesn't get through your armor. And we're going to do this, and we're going to go to that, and I need to now bring on somebody else. So I'm going to roll their initiative, and their initiative comes into play this round.
Uh-oh.
Is this tactical attack?
What?
28. He's a goddamn son
Not
of a bitch.
unacceptable.
He needs to go
would we-
down, doesn't he, Rabbit? You need to just run rings around him.
let me
Nobody's
bring,
allowed to play before me.
let me. Can you see him on the?
Nobody puts Rabbit in the corner.
Can you see him on the turn order? Was he grayed
Not
out?
on the turn order.
No,
Okay.
I can't scroll up high
On the
enough.
map.
Yeah. So let me put it. You saw that he had 28. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Where's he on the map?
He's on the
Oh,
right
yeah,
side.
yeah.
Other side
Right
next
side
to
the
me.
house.
Oh, maybe I've copied two of their heroes.
Nah,
Rabbit with
you
a
got
sniper
you got
rifle.
some crappy versions of the yours, maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm with Banner now. It is all about the abs.
So his sniper shot Astro comes into you on 28. Can you please make for me an endurance check?
I'm going to use some more precognition to make it a grade easier.
Yeah, nice.
Endurance.
Yeah,
Oh, this is probably my best skill ever.
it will be easy now, though.
The first
yes.
time we played Mithras, everybody's endurance has been as high as possibly can.
Yeah. So you, Astro, you feel a prick in your neck, right, sort of like just behind your, on the side of your, by your ear, if that makes sense. It's come from over this direction, but it's definitely aimed for your neck rather than your head, etc., etc. You do take a little bit of damage. You take 3 points of damage. It's your chest area that it's gone into. Do you have any armor on that location?
Nope, just
No.
skin.
So you'll take 3 points of damage as this dart flies into you. You feel it go in, and you feel the tinge, the sting of it as it goes in. Hang on a minute, I just. Okay, so you need to make a willpower check. And it's going to be just a willpower check. It's not opposed or anything like that, which should be fine for you. So you don't break your concentration. And we come across to you, Rabbit.
Looking out over this, do I see that Astro's been hit by a dart?
No,
Or is this okay?
because you've got the porch in the way at the moment.
That is fair. Would I
But
be able to use...
you can see Banner fighting what appears to be his opposite, but a lot bigger. And
we're focusing on the abs, not the size
I
anymore.
mean, a lot fatter, right?
Banner's had to succumb to using a weapon, but this other guy is just pummeling him with his fists. Banner's got his shield up and just been hitting the shield.
That's where I can hopefully be annoying. Would I be able to use my speed charge on him?
Yes, if you use the does that take power points? Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
It takes 2 power points, and then for each additional target, there are none, I would use another point.
Okay,
so I'm going to use my speed charge to come in and swing my quarterstaff at him as hard as I can.
Yeah. So you can do your quick movement, so to get to the other end, if that makes sense. So which would be 1/3 of your movement, which would be like 16 meters. Is that right? Just did it.
That is correct.
Yeah.
The
And
speed charge
yeah, and
makes
as
it
you go
hard for him.
Yeah, to resist, isn't it?
And when you're behind him, you can shout to Banner, "Hello from the other side."
Yeah.
So here is my Fast and Furious. Oh, let me take my points off first. Fast and Furious, swinging my quarterstaff.
Oh,
Dodge
nice.
that.
Nice. He doesn't seem to be dodging at all.
Awesomeness.
He's just sort of like, I'm thinking he's pummeling into Banner, and he's sort of like, if I won that, I would have done press advantage if I got a special, but we both succeeded same level. I would just press advantage and pummel Banner into the floor. Yeah, so you come back and you whack him with this stick. So you'll have 2 specials, but I need a hit location and damage as well.
I'm wondering with him. For stun location and for trip, do you have to deal damage to still activate the special?
Yes.
Okay,
Trip,
so it's
no.
like bleed.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Still location you do, but trip I don't think you do.
Okay. Because I'm thinking of doing bypass armor and stun, but
Yeah, trip you don't need to do a damage because it's not getting past the armor. I was just
and I'm
wondering.
guessing his outfit and his thick blubbery skin might count as armor here.
Emphasis on blubbery.
Yes, and only 4 abs.
He
And only
looks
4
at you and says,
And
I am,
honestly, one of them looks like it's padded. So
he says, I am toned. That's-
Okay,
No.
well, I want to use bypass armor if I
Using
can as my
present words.
critical.
yeah,
And
hang on. So I'm just checking.
And say, I am not.
I'm doing bypass armor. I think I want to do stun location.
That would be nice.
I think that'll set up Banner for more. I was hoping to waste one of his actions, but
Yeah, take a leg out.
if I can take his arm out, then he'll only have 1 arm left to punch.
Yeah.
you can shove the stick somewhere that he's not if he doesn't want to deflect.
Right, I guess. But
Okay, the thing that I was looking at is that I don't think there's bypass armor
oh,
in the
in the
game.
system.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to rethink my actions. then.
As a special?
No,
I'm sure there is. Did I use it last week?
no. Yeah, because I think I was wrong because the critical effects that you can have is circumvent defense, enhanced defense, force failure, max damage, or select target other than you. So there isn't literally a bypass armor at all, unless somebody can
Okay.
find it in the book. I can't.
It says circumvent defense of your foe.
Yeah. So what that does? Let me
It's
just.
bypass armor. No.
So yeah, so you can. Oh yes. So circumvent defense. You have a choice of 3 options. That's where it is. So you can either ignore. You can either circumvent armor, which ignores the armor in the location. You can circumvent cover, or you can circumvent evade and parry. So yeah, so it's called circumvent armor in this area. Yeah.
This is a first
Yeah, I
for
thought you
me
used
for
it-
actually finding the correct rules.
Yeah, as you say, I used it last week with my armor piercing because I circumvented the armor for the van. And then the armor piercing went through the armor of the guy.
Yeah, I after when we had played after last week, I thought, I wonder if there is bypass armor and how that works with things like inherent armor, and things like that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I had a look at it, and that's when I could. So you can circumvent armor if you wish, Rabbit, which is your critical, and you've got another critical, I think.
2 criticals?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can either have 2 criticals or you can have 1 critical and 1 normal. It's totally up to you once you've got a critical.
I guess I just do max damage then. Bypass armor, max damage, going and swinging as hard as I can, just doing a
Yeah.
fraction of what Banner can.
Nice.
That
Do some damage.
I only have 1 die of damage, and that would be it's D6 plus 1,
So
and I have
gives
no.
us-
It'll be
damage
7
bonus.
then. It'll
Yes,
be
and it would hit in the 10.
oh, right in his chest. Right in his ouch.
Oh, I wish you stunned it.
Yeah. He would have
Yeah.
Can he stun his heart?
no, because he didn't choose
Because
the
he looks like he's a few burgers away from heart attack. So
No, I got
No,
got
it's-
distracted by the max damage.
max
Straight from the
damage.
path.
So
Mhm.
did you say 6 points? Yeah.
It'd be 7 total. 'Cause it's a D6 plus 1.
7 in total. Thank you. Okay. Yep. Run past. You've hit him.
Yeah.
You sort of like go bang, and you feel a bit. They're sort of like he's definitely wearing some kind of armor. You think he might be just super toned, but you get a really good hit on him, but he doesn't look damaged at all. You think he's just got a minor wound in his chest, and
Okay.
that was it.
So I feel like I did some. I inflicted pain on him.
You did.
Okay.
He goes, "Oh, that tickles," as you come past.
No.
Perfect.
So that's Rabbit done. Misty
Right.
in the
So
river.
I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to shoot a.
You can't. If you moved 6, that's
I can't
your
fly, can I?
that's all your movement.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I get a view from there?
Not with this. You can't go across that corner.
Ah, God damn it!
So you could quick
tell you
move
what.
and fire.
Well, I could move like there, couldn't I? And fire.
You yeah, because then you won't actually have the corner in it. But
Yeah,
Banner, how tall are you? What's your size?
it's more his width.
it's pretty substantial. My size is 15.
Yeah, so my size is 17.
Yeah, if you
You will be firing into existing combat.
Yeah,
Misty.
not a problem.
No, I don't mind hitting.
It never ever bothered me before.
So it'll be your skill roll will
Yeah.
be hard. Yeah.
I'm going to be putting a pointer to make an armor piercing shot,
Yeah, nice.
and a thin, sharp beam of water
Ooh.
shoots out from my hand
Yeah.
and aims for Banner.
Yeah. in Banner's back.
Yeah. Got you
It's
now.
it's so
Let's
funny
get 'em,
because
guys.
all of a sudden Captain Kangaroo keeps going in and out of his camera for me as he goes too far back. He sort of like gets absorbed by Metro City. Yes.
No.
So you will have you've hit, so you'll have 1 special and hit location and damage, please.
I would like to do stun location.
Yeah, make sure you're not bidetting my butt.
Actually, do I have stun location on that?
It would have to be a bludgeoning weapon.
It's not. It's not a piercing, so it's
Yeah, so it's going to be more of a bit like a dagger or something like that.
yeah, it is indeed. So it's going to be I'm not going to book out, but I'm going to go for
Get the eye. Get right the eye.
Yeah.
Choose location. You can
choose
choose
location. Yeah,
Yeah.
choose location.
So it's armor piercing, isn't it? That you're firing at me.
Sorry, yes.
So how
So
many
whatever armor's on the iris.
how many power points are you putting into it?
Just 1 point into it.
So for each power point the hero spends, reduces the
You
target
lose
by
yeah,
1.
by 1. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put 4 into
Oh
it.
no! Just do 10. Come on.
Oh.
How many
that's
power
rude.
points you putting in? 4.
4.
Okay then. So
And what should you need your location, don't you?
I need no, aren't
No,
you
so
doing
choose location, didn't I?
yeah, you're doing head.
Yeah.
So just Rabbit. So this is a case that Misty will have to do damage to, if she wanted to do a bleed, she would have to do damage to get the bleed.
Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
choose location, 4 points taking down against armor, and do
Yeah.
me some damage then.
Some damage. Do it. 12 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
That's large.
So that's
Large
going
but
into
thin.
his head. Takes it down to that. That takes it down to that. Yeah, he's got a minor wound there.
Yeah.
This guy needs major firepower.
I know.
Astro, you're on the ground. You've yanked the trank dart out. You've managed to resist its comatosing effects. What would you like to do? You can see Banner is being pummeled by this huge guy. You've just seen. You almost like thought Rabbit teleported, but she just went really fast.
Did you still have a telepathic link going with it? Have you lost that?
No, I don't have. The only telepathic link that I currently have on is the fat guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the fat guy.
Yeah, I'm going to mind control barrel roll or whatever he's called.
Barrel roll. You are still prone, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah. Okay then.
Smaller target.
Exactly.
So this is an imposed willpower.
An opposed. Yeah. Okay.
You failed.
Nice.
No, I haven't failed
Right.
yet because I've got luck points.
All right.
Reverse
Dun,
it.
dun.
Um,
Na, 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 na.
okay, I'm going to, and this time, because if I wanted you to re-roll, I should have used it straight after your roll rather than me fail. Oh no, we don't do that, don't you? You get to see.
Yeah, I
each
think
of
we do
us.
that sometimes.
Yeah, we get to
we-
see, and then we can do it.
Yeah, so I would like to use a point of luck for you, Astro, to re-roll.
Get a crit. You can do it. 1.
What am I doing? Re-rolling.
Re-rolling.
Yeah, we're rolling your willpower.
To a 1.
He's trying to take away your success. Damn it!
Yeah,
No, he's going to roll to a 1 banner.
I'm going to use a point of luck.
you can't.
Why not?
You can't
Same
just double
roll.
luck it.
Because
There's only 1 luck per
Yeah.
roll.
like
Total
right.
for
yeah.
Right.
Because
okay,
otherwise you could just do what you were doing and just go, I'll roll a luck, I'll roll a luck, I'll
Right,
roll
yeah.
a luck. So, so that's Astro done. Banner,
Banners, am I
you're
able to
being
use a power and
pummeled
then
by.
attack?
Say again, sorry.
Can I do a power and an attack in the same round?
Not
Depends on
normally.
the power I
Depends
want to
what
activate.
power it is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The power I want to enact is Tower Shield.
Oh, so
Nice.
you can quick move.
That's a reaction, that anyway. You find.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I think it's a free action. I think that's what.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Tower Shield, that's just when you boost it up, isn't?
Well, boost it up, but also makes it larger.
Oh no.
So
Fast Shield brings it out, which is a free action. Tower Shield is a power. So you can use your quick. You can use a quick move, but you can't attack with it as well. You'll just lose 2 power points, and it would increase your the size of your shield to huge.
I'm gonna do even better. I'm gonna use 3 points to increase the size to enormous.
Enormous. So
Mhm.
Banner whips out his enormous
5
shield.
points.
It just essentially my shield just increases in size.
Yeah, 3 points of power go da, 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 like that.
Yeah, so
That's-
5 points of coverage.
yeah, so make sure they're covered. This is the second. This is my second power action point that I'm going to use, and I am going to. Oh, shall I use that now? No, not yet. He's going to try to belly bounce you out of existence. He does hit.
Jesus.
I'm gonna.
This if you parried, this would be your 3 action points used up, won't it?
Yeah, but I also have passive.
Yeah, you can
Um,
look, but you are more likely to get a special as well. But you can defend now if you wish.
Yeah, I'll probably defend. Go first.
Depends how brave you are as a
How lucky
character.
you feel, punk.
Yeah, how lucky do you feel?
I'm just doing it.
Oh,
Yeah, so you parry the attack as it comes in, so you don't get. I don't get a special because we're equal, and my weapon is now large and yours is enormous. So
Yeah.
my attack gets absorbed by your shield as it goes bash
That is right.
into your
That is right.
into your shield.
All of a
Into
sudden,
it-
size doesn't matter. Is that right?
yeah, into his belly.
So it goes bash, and that's enough one. And we're coming into turn 3 for anybody who's got action points. Sure Shot is reloading, and because he has 3 action points, and Rabbit.
From my angle here, can I see Sure Shot?
No, he's not actually there. He's
Oh,
over.
okay.
he-
That's why
he's
you said it came from over this direction
yeah.
rather than up here.
So
Okay, yeah, I follow.
he's not daft enough to be this close.
Yeah, that would be that'd be a silly move because
yeah.
then somebody would hit you.
I was wondering whether or not Astro could gain a boost, make up a boost that he sends out like a telepathic wave to see whether or not he could actually find certain mines. Do you know what I mean? He just sort of like concentrates and sends out to ping or something.
He's Cerebros, essentially.
Yeah. Yes.
Self-defense.
Yeah. The other one that I thought was a really good skill too, I wondered where Danger Sense was, like Spidey Tingle, and that's in telepathy or precognition as well, Danger Sense. So, and just to let you know, the reason I was looking it up was I was thinking, should somebody be able to evade when Sure Shot fires at you? And the only thing I could think about, because it's so quick, the only thing would be if you had Danger Sense.
Yeah.
And then you would get Tingle, die for it or ignore. Rabbit, sorry, I took away your
Thunder.
I'm going to quick move over to Barrel. Actually, do I see the front doors of the building open?
Yeah, I'm just moving people now. They will be doing this at the end of the end of this round. This is where they will be, if that makes sense. But I've just started to move them now, so I've got a bit of time.
Are they moving to watch or to attack?
They're looking like some of them. They don't seem to have weapons or anything. They look as if they're planning on escaping.
Oh, okay.
You just to let you know, Rabbit, just behind you there is the co-pilot and the the co-pilot and the pilot as are stood here and here.
Gotcha. I would like to quick move
Backflip.
up to barrel roll.
Yeah.
If I can backflip, then sure.
I just thought you would want to impress the pilot.
I do. But my goal is to go up and attack.
Okay, then.
Standard style, Fast and Furious.
Ooh, not Fast and Furious enough unless you're going to.
I'll spend a luck point. I got a couple of them still.
Okay.
And
just
that will
reverse
be
it.
I'm showing all of your luck points.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
I think he's halfway through his luck points at the moment.
Nope. I'm at 4 out of 6. I've only gotten to use one so far, or one before this.
Oh
so
wow!
Jesus.
No, yeah.
No, there's other uses for
We've
luck
got
here.
25 minutes. That's one per 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but if somebody punches me, I have solutions that rely on luck. Anyways, so 59. I want to use.
So you have a special hit location and damage.
Yeah, and I'll go for trip here, and then I will hit him I will trip him in a 6. Does that make sense?
No,
it
so
does. Left leg.
Oh yeah, it does some do some damage for me.
I'm not as strong as Banner. 4.
Yeah, you sort of like whack him in the leg, but it doesn't actually go through his armor in that location at all. What was your attack? 59.
Correct.
So I need to make a brawn, evade, or acrobatics.
Use your
rolls.
brawn 100. Might be a good idea.
Not quite. Not quite.
What,
but
undo his hair?
I am going to use my brawn to oppose it. Here we go. 76 trombones, live the big career. Yeah, so you whack him in his leg. You can make
would like
me
to use an ability. I would like to use Bad Penny at this point.
Yeah.
Because I can see him, and I will use a point of luck to activate this ability to make his success a failure.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so he will he then therefore trips, and so he will fall to the ground. So he's now prone.
I like to think that it's very clear to Banner that this wasn't my success. This was purely his bad luck. Like I hit, and I step back, and then he like steps forward and then
trips over your staff. Misty, you're up if you have a third attack.
I do. I'm going to do a full force blunt blast.
All right.
I'm ignoring the armor piercing. I'm just going to blast him.
You're just going to blast or try to do a stun location.
Yes, sorry. Oh, Papa Juice.
Yeah, that hits him fair and square. So I need a hit location, a special hit location damage.
Stun location.
Yeah.
And the location will be 20, his head.
Yeah, I need some damage as well. Remember.
Sorry, yes, you do.
Five points. So stun location. Hang on. Stun location. If the blow overcomes armor points, the defender must make an endurance roll versus the original check. That's what 5 points to his head. When he has
the worst roll ever.
When he gets 6 points of armor in there.
No.
He just goes. He's all like he holds open his mouth and gets a bit of a mouthwash at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, he sticks his tongue out as well. And so you hear him sort of like shout.
You hydrated him.
Yeah. Some of it splashes back onto your shield as well, Banner.
No, Russ, no.
Oh, yeah. that was a good one, Misty. If you had I was hoping you weren't going to do armor piercing, by the way, because of what he's got in that location. But Astro, you're up.
What happens to my power points for that last mind control? If it doesn't come off, do I not lose them, or do I lose?
No, you lose them.
Use them because I tried the power.
Yeah, just the same as if Misty does a blast and it misses.
Okay, I'll try mind control again.
Yeah,
bullet.
And I'll use a point of luck to reverse that.
Okay, yeah. You sound cross, Chugga-Wugga. You sound cross.
No,
so like so. Yeah, so you can use your point of luck then and revert that to a 39, which would be successful.
No, it's opposed. You have to roll yours.
Oh, right. Oh, I'll get I hope I failed this one. I actually succeed, but because it's opposed, you win that in any case. There you go. I'm just saying hello to chat. Yeah. Okay then. Do you? Yeah. No. So somebody else has just come in to watch. So, so do you issue an order on this turn or the next turn?
No, on your turn.
On my turn. Okay, then. So next up is you, Banner. You're on 16 with your enormous shield out. You're huge enough.
Kill them all.
Yes.
Kill.
Very huge. A lot of people come to talk about how enormous this is.
Oh, hang on. You don't have any actions left.
You
I
can
don't have
spend a
actions.
luck point to have an action.
Yes, you could.
Sure.
Oh, there
Okay.
goes a luck point. And that would
All
give
right,
you that would give you an action.
All right.
Wipe
Yeah,
that
yeah,
clean,
makes sense.
smug look off his face.
Yeah. He's off barrel rolls, lovely clean face because you just give it a nice
All right,
one.
I'm going in for a punch to his face now that he's on his knees.
Nice.
Or not punch, I think I hit him with my shield.
Hit him with his shield. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I want to make sure I get full attack. So I'm going to go for the attack. Nice.
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 But I'm going to use my
Very nice.
second. I'm going to use my second luck point and ask you to re-roll it, please.
Got him.
Hope this doesn't work for you. I don't want you learning some.
Better
Learning from
ban
this.
that someday.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're still successful. So I need a special hit location and damage, please.
Special is going to be choose location, which is going to be head.
Head. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need your so you don't need a location. I need a damage roll. 50. Hang on, because
Beautiful.
he's got a power that allows him to become rubberized, which means
no.
he can absorb any by spending 2 power points. He can cause himself to be rubber to take no damage from a single
does he
attack.
have
Unlike his brother, who
any,
has a power that makes him become a toilet roll head.
does he
the
have
whole
any
formula.
what do you call
He
it?
does. He does have an action point.
Action
left.
points.
Yeah, because he has 3 like the rest of you.
But if
And
he's
Yeah, but
mind
there's 3
controlled,
uses
can
3
I
times.
control his? Can I control what he does?
I thought you
Oh.
said you mind control on his turn.
Right.
It's
okay,
not
yeah.
his turn. I'm actually making it up by the. I'm just winding you up about the rubber rule. By the way, I just thought of it then.
Damn it!
It
again.
I just thought about it then. I thought that would be a wonderful power, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Essentially, us just trying to demolish Gumby.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we're on boss level already.
Yeah, so these heroes are quite nice. These are superheroes rather than villains and anything. So yes, Banner. So they don't actually. He doesn't actually have rubberized skin, but I think once he gets out of penitentiary, is that the right word? Prison. He might use his experience to gain that boost. Be careful. So 15 points of damage. Okay. So his armor takes it down to 9 points of damage, which is quite nice. So Barrel Roll has roughly the same abilities as Banner. The only thing that he doesn't have is his shield.
friends.
Thick skull.
Sorry.
Yeah. Which
lonely,
means
fat loser.
yeah. So he's down to 9 points. He'll take 9 points. He actually has 11 points in his head, but that's already been reduced to 1 point by somebody else. I don't know who did that. Misty, yeah. So and that's why I was saying I was hoping you would do your armor piercing again. Because he would have taken 1 point of damage, which actually knocks him into a.
I would never steal Banner's thunder.
It's sort of like it knocks him into serious wounds, which means via the non-lethal part, he actually falls unconscious. falls
Yeah.
unconscious at that.
Does anyone say non-lethal? I don't remember if anyone mentioned non-lethal as.
You can choose. You
I'm
can.
just saying that maybe sometimes you forget to hold back your punches a bit. You know.
Do you want to know? I
Especially
think
grannies and their children.
I think if Banner is really threatened by Barrel Roll, is really threatened by his power,
He would
really
go berserk almost, wouldn't he?
yeah, but only if he's threatened. I mean, if Banner feels that he's better than Barrel Roll, then he's not likely to kill him. He just sees him almost as a worthy adversary. It's just sort of like that's it. At the end of that turn, by the way, we have some movement here. So these people, they're not running to attack or anything. It just looks like they are running for freedom, rather than anything at all. And can I please remind you, you're not out of the woods yet. So we're going. They always operate after the last person, if that makes sense. So we're coming back up to the round 2 and turn 1. Okay, then you see no fire from Sure Shot. You're not too sure what's happening there. But Rabbit, you're up. You are stood over this over Barrel Roll, and as these perps start to dissipate from the warehouse, what would you like to do?
I can still see Astra's laying on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Not really doing much.
I think he's still on the floor. I don't think he got up from being prone.
Okay. I think more than be concerned about low-level criminals running about, I think Banner can handle that. I'm gonna go check on Astro, because start thinking that maybe he got shot like these fellas on the floor.
Oh, he's on.
So
Yeah.
I want to rush to his aid to see if he's just laying on the floor, as is his,
Yes.
standard method.
Okay,
Or-
so you could use your move action to get over there. Can you use a quick move to get over there?
Oh yeah, definitely. 16 squares is my quick move.
Yeah, so therefore you can. What would you like to do when you get there?
I'd probably go up to him and be like, "Are you okay? Why are you laying on the ground? You need to get up. Why are you laying on the ground? Is that your new move?"
New break
And
down.
I'm looking for if he blinks his eyes or something, because I know he can't. No vocal cords.
Yeah. So does
He has
Astro
no
blink?
eyelids.
Does Astro blink?
his eyes?
Okay, so he can blink though.
Yes. Or
Okay.
did Chuck say he can blink or not?
But
No, I
sideways.
just you never know what these alien creatures can do.
Okay. So you dash over. Astro seems fine. Misty.
Huh. Misty's muted.
I'm muted. I will start again. I would like to move myself 1, 2. There's a quick move.
Yeah.
But I want to try and create a something. Do you see here? Oh, I can't. One. Here
Yeah.
and here. I'd like to go in the bridge and create a solid wall of water across there.
Please, please remember that in this square and this square is the pilot and the co-pilot.
Oh, can they hold the breath? In which case, I'll drop it back literally over the fence.
I'll put them on like this, so we can see them.
So in which case, these 2 blocks here will then condense into a solid wall of firm water.
So is this ice?
No. Well,
That's
I was
how
thinking
you
about
make
this after
solid
last time I
water.
was saying this, because
that is solid
is
water.
ice, but it's not cold. It's just condensed water.
Okay, condensed
warm
water.
water, you can stick your hand.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you imagine molecules squish together, water molecules squish together, so it's so
It would
condensed.
turn into ice. Because
That'd be
ice
cold
is
though, wouldn't it? But then
no, it does. It doesn't. Ice would be the so water comes in 3 states.
Yeah,
Ice.
liquid,
It comes in
and
ice, liquid, and vapor.
Yeah,
So
well, I was trying to work this out last week. You
And
know,
pee.
yeah, and I think that's why last week I think it was Banner said to you,
cold.
"Can you make
Yeah.
ice?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, I suppose I must be able to, but you would have thought if it's not cooling it down to its frozen state, it's just condensing it down to a solid state, which would be ice, you're right, but not cold. It's warm ice.
yeah, and in which case, I think your element is water
It's water, yes.
rather than ice, and
Well,
that's
ice
why.
is water.
Well, I think it's you need to decide because I think in the blast it says that you can use one element,
Yeah,
and then it sort of
water.
like says water, ice, so and so and so. You know,
Well,
so
it's
hold
just
on.
ice
Is
is
it
a
one
separate
element in like Pokemon, or one element in
what's a
like
Pokemon?
Well,
or could it be one
to
element
be
in
fair,
the
I've not
like
caught them all yet, so I don't know.
the chemistry table?
So water can be solidified. I was just Googling here to see if it's possible.
Yeah.
It's commonly called ice when you do that, but it can, with enough pressure, be made into a solid or dense, like it can be solid at room temperature
Yeah.
without being cold.
Yes,
Well,
But
yeah,
you need a
also you've got to-
tremendous amount of
sometimes it
pressure.
comes out solid.
Because mist is just water, and when you
It's
condense that
vaporized.
mist down, yeah, it's still moisture in the air, but it's in water, which should bring things together. And if you can bring enough of that and
hang on.
squash it together, it's
Which
more
tell me which power you're using first.
creation,
Creation.
the power of creation. And in 7 days, I shall remake this world. It's going to be a large creation.
Okay then. So your character. So it says here. It says can be used as weapons. So. Materials created cannot be innately harmful or dangerous in nature. So a hero could create
Yeah.
water or ice, but not liquid nitrogen, because that would be
Too
harmful.
much fun.
So I think what we just need to be careful a bit is that if you're making solid water, then your power can make solid water, which is technically going to be a wall of ice. It might not be
Wall ice.
cold, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a solid wall. So
Yeah.
ice. Can you remember when we were talking about what you would be worried about? You wouldn't be worried about frost people anymore, because you can virtually do the same as them. It's you're manipulating water itself. So anyway, whereabouts do you want to put your
Well,
solid?
it's not an offensive spell. Offensive action. It's literally just putting these. I'm reinforcing the gates behind the helicopter pilots.
Yeah, so it's sort of like there's a wall of
Yeah, a wall of water shimmer, and if you look through the surface of the water, you'll see the water shimmering and moving.
but
behind.
it is solid.
It's you'd have to have a hell of a push to get through it. Yes.
Yeah, so Misty can create solid water. That's what we need to know.
I can create any objects up to double my power in size.
Yeah,
This will be 32 power.
Oh, you have plenty of ability. It's just that we need to be clear on what the creation actually creates.
Yeah.
For the future. So
that's the same thing as what was on the bridge. Stop people from falling backwards.
Yeah, and that's when I had to have a think about it, and I thought what you were going to do is push up water, and that's when Banner then said, "Hang on a minute, can you control ice as well?" And then that got me thinking, okay, then what does your power allow you to actually manipulate?
I mean, the whole thing is it's down to moisture in the air. bringing it all together, create floods of water.
Yeah, so I think all
items and things.
Yeah, so all I need to know is that you can make gaseous water, liquid water, or solid water, which
Yeah.
people would see as ice. You know,
Yeah.
then that's it. Well, it would have the, you know, like inanimate objects
It would have
have.
the attributes of ice, but not the ice.
Yes, exactly. So right, so that's done. Astro, you're on 18.
Ooh, I'll get up.
Oh, there you go, Rabbit. He gets up from your nagging and whatever.
Gordon's alive.
Now,
I mean, I'd give him a hand if I can, but he probably doesn't take my hand.
he's probably got those long, spingly fingers that
impregnate you.
Oh, Rabbit, yeah. Rabbit, why don't you just stick a finger out and then touch it? Yeah.
No, I'm kind of scared now. I don't want to grab the wrong thing on an alien friend.
the wrong appendage.
You never know
That's
with
what
aliens if they blink or not. I don't want to be rude, so I'll just stand there.
Okay then, Banner, you've got a perfect opportunity to be Mr. Patriot here, as all these people come rushing out, and they're sort of like all heading off in different directions. You got your whop-off shield out. What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm gonna start breaking some legs. I'm gonna go first. Let's see how much do I get? The person next to me, I'm gonna like quickly just slam with my shield, and I kind of just like work my way down. But I think what the mission is, where there's like a whole bunch of them, I want to see if I can do what do we call it? What's that ability I have?
You could do
ground pound?
Ground
Ground
pound.
pound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'll take the rest of my power points.
So that'll take 3 power points. Anyone standing within a radius of half your strength in meters.
So my strength is 16, so 8 meters.
8 meters.
You're gonna knock Astro down again.
That's
Yeah.
an amazing power.
It's
I'm gonna ground pound here.
You can't ground pound there. You
Oh,
can't get
okay,
through
sorry.
the you ground pound sort of like you will sort of like ground pound. Oh, sorry, there. Yeah, that's where you would slam your fist in. Which I mean, 8 meters is huge.
Yeah.
You're gonna break the wall of dry ice.
Yeah, you might be helping them escape at that point.
Oh.
No, okay.
Maybe you should just grab one and slam them into the other.
I think a ground pound would be excellent. I think it's you've done it before. You did it.
Do it. Just do it. Instincts.
I'm just gonna smash around, but as I get closer to the middle of the group, I'm gonna ground pound. So I'm gonna kind of push.
What's the ground pound cost you?
3 points.
So if you do half a ground pound, it's only 1 point.
Makes sense to me.
So you ground pound. So you make you strike and make a brawn roll as you strike the ground at their feet. Anyone standing with, so you do your to hit roll as normal.
Okay.
And makes a brawn roll as they strike the ground. Oh no, you could just make a brawn roll. I mean, you can hit this
Should I do a brawn roll then?
Yeah, so you do a brawn roll. So this is the opposed roll that we need to do.
I'll use my last point of luck, and I will reverse that.
And make it
No,
a
wait.
9.
No. I'm gonna reroll it.
Oh no!
You might get better than a 19. It's opposed, so you kind of want something good for your 3 points.
Yeah.
But he could fail it.
Yeah.
It could be
a 19 is basically everybody.
You could get a crit.
Oh my god!
Oh, you got a 19. Perfect.
Jesus Christ.
Let's do it.
That was
Uh,
Nito's. Could just reverse it, just reverse it. Oh, my, well done,
Um,
dude.
okay, so you whack your fists into the ground. Let's do players first. So Rabbit, you can you're either using athletics or acrobatics to withstand this ground pound. So
It's
you
a surprise, so I'm going to say athletics.
yeah,
Acrobatics is when I can kind of set it up a little
you
bit.
can see it. Yeah, yeah,
Sure.
you which is higher than 19, a passing higher than 19.
Yes, indeed.
So you keep up with us, waiting for Astro's roll.
Oh, what am I rolling? Sorry.
You're trying to withstand the ground pound.
All right.
So you're
Athletics, and if you have it, acrobatics.
No, it's athletics.
nice. Yes, Astro gets up, and as he gets
He
up,
gets down again.
he falls
He's
back
not gonna
down.
keep you down, he jumps
He
back up.
falls back down.
Yeah.
I am going to say that the ground pound, because these are just minor thugs, you know, as you sort of like. I mean, I might get a critical, I suppose. No, I don't. And they just sort of like collapse down, which makes it. The pilot and the co-pilot are all already on the ground. So because they will actually be in the 8 meters as well. So this almighty pound comes in the ground, and it sort of like knocks people over left, right, and center. Misty, you're fine because you're flying,
Natural flight, yeah.
and you manage to steady yourself, Rabbit, as the ground pound comes in, but it knocks the perps down onto the floor, and that gives you an opportunity to collect them up. And shortly afterwards, the new police officers come in. The people seem to have been tranquilized by some kind of nerve agent, they think. It's not what was put on at the police force. It's not the same coma-inducing, the fever-inducing drug at all. This seems to be something new. And just so you know, they're going to take it off to police headquarters to try to analyze it. The police officers get everybody back into the containment field, but the good news is that they've actually managed to find an antidote for the virus, and so the police force are getting back up to speed. But as you calm down, Barrel Roll gets taken away in huge handcuffs. But there is something that you see. You've seen this before, and as you get back to Misty's luxury apartment, you actually catch a bit of Network 7. And Network 7 comes up, and they seem to be interviewing somebody that calls himself Sonic Blast. And he seems to have managed to save a whole bus full of children in some kind of road traffic accident. I'll put his icon on the page so you can see him. I'll make him a bit bigger. This is
Wow.
Sonic Blast, and he seems to be very charismatic, very hip and in, and he sort of like talks in a really sort of like, yo, dude, yes, remember, kids, don't do drugs, yo, and things like this. And
Unless they're free.
there's a lot of girls you can hear in the backwards of Network 7's broadcast, sort of like shouting at him, and he goes over to see appears what is a really high-end motorbike. And he gets on and he presses a bit of one of his beats, and a helmet materializes around. He goes, "Da-da-da-da-da-da," and he just looks and he winks and he flips the visor down, and then revs the engine that actually is in perfect pitch. It comes into a perfect D minor scale chord, and he revs it, and then he shoots off. And as he shoots off, you hear it does a boom like that as he dashes off. He might even be going so fast to break the sound barrier, but you're not too sure. And we will leave it there for this week. Next week, or the next time we play, you will each have 10 experience rolls to roll. And so you can decide. And we'll go straight into the next adventure. So you've managed to, you can put barrel roll in as one of your conquests now. Sure Shot is still out there, and so is Dr. V. And you've got Sonic Blast. And I think somebody was trying to decide what's happened to Ollie Olsen. Was he part of the conspiracy or was he not? There's still some issues about that. So, yes, we will leave it there. Well done, everybody. You survived a helicopter crash and a battle with 2 villains, super villains. So, just to let you know, super villains will always have specials and luck points, no matter what. So be aware of that. And they have some lovely initiatives as well. Brilliant. Thank you to everybody who's come along and watched us tonight. We really do appreciate it. I'll let the play